Okay, we're going to start it here. And we're going into Kathy Allen, Richard Allen's wife. We're going to go in. Before so many of you that watch the true crime community, I'm going to give you some do and don'ts. Don't go on and fill pages like this up with hate emotes, threatening messages, stalking, harassment, onto a wife like this. Just like when it comes to Ashley and Tot Rubo, Blaine's mom. Their family members, 9 times out of 10, had nothing to do with it, no knowledge, and a lot of these individuals that are showing up that are friends with them, you need to look closer. Because we're going to keep coming back to this. We're going to go into Facebook. But before we do, we're going to go to Brooke Ball, caregiver at Comfort Keepers. And some of her friends. Some of the ones that reacted, you ought to be friends with her, like Anthony. We'll get to him here in a second. And here in a few, you're going to start noticing, oh, this is a new one that added me. Alicia A. Trot Smeltzer. And who she's friends with. Huh. Imagine that, foreigner. Huh. But like I said, we're going to get into some of these that are friends with Brooke Ball, like Christina Ford. And some of the ones, like I said earlier, they keep showing up. Case after case. Person after person. But we're going to bring this up. And I'm going to pause it here. You're going to see me go from here to Facebook. Okay, we're going to first put in Sarah Workman. See what Sarah has to show. Gotta make sure the picture matches. I hate bringing kids into this. Trent Perkins. Imagine that. Names that keep showing up over and over and over. Trying to get past kid pictures. But again, over and over and over again. No matter the suspect, their wife, the affiliations back to this drug ring, and a name shown in and around it, is disgusting on what they know and what they don't want to say. A former correctional officer at State Penitentiary, Tiffany. To make sure I got the Tiffany's right. No. When it comes to Tiffany, I got that wrong. One thing I've been noticing, the same ones in and around the drug ring during the 2018 raids, there was at least 2, if not 3, postal employees that were fired, but before they were fired, they're actually picked up in this drug ring on packages going to these dealers. And individuals that work not only as letter carriers like Tiffany, but you're going to start noticing where individuals that work in the office making sure these packages get to these dealers in this ring. And like I said, it's just makes me sick when ones like this, upper members of the drug king family, individuals like Tiffany knows, they don't know like just some of the small guys. They know some of the biggest players in this cartel fed drug ring right there in Kokomo. But they choose not to say anything. It just makes me sick. Candle I've already shown. A lot of these people know a lot more than what they are willing to say, and it makes me sick. This is also where you can start seeing where Milwaukee, Iron, Mobile Ground Shakers, Sin City. But these people, they go back into so many. Back to this ring. I said, once you know the names like Charlie, Lucky, Heather, Trent, Ricky, Twist Espinoza, you got Lucky again. Once you start going back and seeing what I'm seeing, how I'm seeing it, then you see these same individuals stalking my page, trying to keep track of anything and everything I'm saying. There's a reason for it. They know it. It's about time you guys know it. It makes me sick how so many of these people can act like they did nothing. And of all people, the AKA pimp of the town, Dan DeMolin. And some of these same names keep popping up over and over and over again. And this showing both the sex trade and the drug trade both intertwined. And it's some of the same members, the same friends and affiliations between both of these you're now seeing right here in front of your eyes, showing up two different sides of that drug ring. The Kokomo Ghetto Boys, then you had individuals that were like Danny DeMolin, allowing individuals like former Judge Fouts to come in and do pay to play with his strippers that he was pimping out and getting a cut of the actions of what these strippers are doing. Just like they were doing it at Mobile Ground Shakers, and I was the AK being a hangaround, but I was still an FBI informant letting information go to them, where directly I actually got it on video on my cell phone. You can hear what was going on in the back room after the after set at Mobile Ground Shakers shut down. You can hear what the strippers were doing on the back room. That was dark, but it didn't take a rocket scientist what was going on. You see men waiting in one area, going in, what you were to be hearing on the other end going on back in pretty much where the dance floor would be. You knew damn well what was going on. That side didn't get cleaned till after those girls were done. Didn't clean down any of the tables or anything like that, but you got the trash out, kind of swept a little bit, called it a day. So how many of you that went over to Mobile Ground Shakers for the after set, sat and ate food, drank beer, hung around? And how many sweaty asses, sweaty balls, semen, vaginal fluid on those tables that you were sitting at, eating at, drinking at, having your hands off, like hands directly on there? Just having a good old time, but if only you knew how dirty it really was. But this gives you an idea where and how far back this goes. We're going to go to another name, Kimberly Hall, another friend of Kathy Allen's. Gotta make sure the pictures match up. Like, some of these are harder to find than others. You guys might have a better chance, so I'm not trying to spend all this time on this. And there's going to be some that have me blocked. I already know that. As you can see, I can't find some. And it makes you wonder if they blocked me. So there's going to be some where I'm going to need help from you guys to continue looking. And I'm just trying to show you on what I'm able to see. Right off the bat, you're going to start noticing Paul Melton's Sr. He's going to be another one that shows up prevalent, like all over the place, time and time again when it comes to this Kokomo crew and drug ring and the Kingpin families. Paul's going to be another one you'll see all the time show up. And it's not hard once you know where, like I'm starting to show you, to start noticing the names that keep showing up over and over and over again. More and more cases. And you can't tell me these people don't know the cases and the names, suspects around these. I'm going to go into a deeper subject, but I'm just trying to do quick little, like A.J. Robinson, of all people he's friends with. You see it right there, Derek Sherman. And it's sick because, like Angie, you're going to start noticing over and over again some of these same names pop up, and the ones in and around Tiara Jade. The reason I'm bringing up Tiara Jade, you're going to see here in a few. This makes me sick. So many know. And yet so little are willing to talk. Oh, just seen one. This is really going to show you something. Former dealer, still dealing, is still around that drug ring. We're going to start showing the truth. The ones like Harley Babcock. Imagine that. Him and the ones he knows. Go back to where? Go back to who? When I go into a deep dive and I actually start hitting really hard, I want to open your guys' eyes. Many of these people know a lot more than what they're willing to say. And it's sick that they're choosing to stay silent rather than say something. Another big one I'm going to get real quick is the ammonia theft. When you did the money theft with Derek, he's been trying to really close his Facebooks down. Acting like you're not going to be able to see this right here. A lot of these individuals know a lot more, and it makes me sick that they're not willing, and at times refuse to say anything. And you wonder why I'm able to see what I'm able to see. And why I'm deciding to speak up like I am. Like I've already shown you right here, real quickly, over and over and over again. We're going to go back to books. You got Asia. She's now dead. But yet, the amount of people that knew her, it goes back into other suspects within this ring. It's sick. Starting to see what I mean? These other individuals that are saying they're for justice, they want justice, they keep saying the ties and connections are there, they just cannot see them. They do not have what I have, which a bunch of stalkers know, and I'm speaking a lot of truth. And for doing that, oh, that's another friend of like Scott, another friend of Brooke, which is just so happens to be friends with Tara German. Another one I've got is Ashley Garth's friends list before they were able to get theirs taken off. You're seeing not every person's got ties and connections, but when they show up, boy, do they ever. But I'm going to probably end this here, but I'm going to do a deeper dive. And within the next few videos, you're going to start noticing where the names I keep naming off the drug ring that even Derek sold for is involved in only the girl's case, Karena mcclerkin's, Nichole Bowen, Destiny's, when they were same drug ring, the cartel fed drug ring, the kingpin families, the dealers, the ones in and around the ring, when they keep showing up over and over and over again. This just does not happen. It's not a coincidence. There is a rhyme, and there is a reason. I've been bringing us up to law, but I think it's going to take you and me and we the people to start demanding answers, and these people brought in. When you bring these people in, the heat gets applied. This ring's going to be taken down in full. The cartel ring, the corruption, is going to be exposed in full. The politicians paid off will be exposed in full. And I hope to God and I pray there's not going to be another 17 kids missing and killed tied back to this ring. Another 56 plus. And I know my count is low right now, but I'm one person. I'm looking this up. I'm documenting everything I can. I got 15,600 screenshots just in this cell phone alone. It's not including the thousands, the audio, the video, the text, everything I've got in these other cell phones. I've got a lot. And it's taken me hell to get here. And all it started with one selfless service action that I did on my way home. Making somebody a promise I will see to it they make it home. And now I'm see to it they get justice. And the one that's being set up for her case, I'm going to make sure that there's the other names that are really taken down. The one, like Gabriel Sebastian Ellis, her own mom said, sexually trafficked her. With doing so, an active Cookma Fire Department firefighter paid to beat and rape her more than once. And by Marlena's own words that are on audio and video, he choked my baby to death. She said baby, but when she was talking, she is still stone cold. Not an emotion one, no tear, nothing was shown. Why? I get a feeling she had a major hand in this. Was it her and LaBrittany's debt to this ring? Is why you actually made a phone call? For, of all people, Shannon Jackson Young. You guys were talking about this on an open social media platform. That's how I know. She came to pick her up. It wasn't years later till I seen from Jerry what even she was saying she was wearing to a T. By 2017, audio and video, I was explaining down to what the sandals looked like, how they wrapped up the ankle, her jeans, the top she was wearing. I still have the message. It wasn't until years later did I see everything to a T, is what I was saying, matched on what she was wearing. And I still got the date and time when I was finally showed and told that by Jerry McClerkin. Wasn't until years later. But like I was saying, I'm going to finish this up. I'm going to go into a couple more missing killed cases, including a recent one. It was the individual, just like Richard Allen, came forward, brought himself up on a Rachel Young's case. It's a new missing killed case. I'm not saying it's killed, but what I'm saying, it's a missing case, and the names I'm seeing going back to this ring make me sick. But I'm also going to be showing during the slideshows when I clean these up a whole lot, slow it down a lot more, make grids, names, faces, everything. The charges you're going to start seeing on a slideshow presentation I'm in the works of. So it's a lot down a lot more, showing a lot more of the names, the affiliations. I'm actually going to start where I'm actually going to find all the individuals, like on mcclerkin, put that MC to the side. I want to put mobile ground shakers down there. I want to put Dragons MC in a slot of their own. I'm going to put Sin City, among others, like Road Knights. Put them in their own selective spot. But you're going to see members out of each and every single one of these motorcycle clubs, where the motorcycle clubs themselves are involved, but then down to what members, including a member with mcclerkin that's got a 16-year-old underage girlfriend. The next few videos is going to open a lot of eyes. And I might wait to do the whole making the whole grids and slideshows. I might actually start writing down the names and actually going through each and every single name. What year, what drug grade, their charges. Just start showing you where many of these people go back to. They're sick. This sickness needs to end now.